Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to our presentation for Ethical Professional Practice. Our group is comprised of Sophie O'Sullivan, Katie Holman, Hannah Kenny, and Isabel Renner. And we have chosen to base our presentation on Article 4, which focuses on the bullying and harassment Australian teachers are faced with in their careers from students and parents. We will begin by presenting our unanimous group response, which relates directly to the article, and then present our findings from a self-directed public questionnaire. Secondly, we would like to link our group response to the Australian National Standards for Teachers. And thirdly, we would like to explain the moral, ethical and legal ramifications of the bullying of our Australian teachers and ways in which teachers can seek help. Bullying in schools is not only occurring in Victoria, but nationwide, and it is important that the appropriate frameworks are being implemented in schools to address this issue effectively. As a group, we have chosen to focus on the article by Larissa Romsky titled Bullied and Harassed Teachers, a Significant Problem in Australian Schools Study Finds. This article focuses on a study conducted by La Trobe University, which brings to light some startling revelations about the career of teaching. This article emphasises on the verbal and physical abuse teachers are faced with in the classroom, with statistics signifying the mental strain and negative impact it is having on these teachers. The article suggests that teachers are not receiving enough support from their schools and governments. New teachers report less abuse than their veteran counterparts. This may be due to the amount of support that new teachers receive as they begin their career. However, as careers progress, the amount of support dwindles, leaving teachers who should be in the prime of their career struggling and feeling isolated. To create a safer learning environment, Larissa Romsky suggests that a mandatory code of conduct is needed in schools to help prevent harassment towards teachers, stipulating accountability for students' actions. The ABC article breaks down the percentages of which the interviewees had experienced abuse within the past 12 months. 13% of teachers had their personal property damaged. 10% of teachers have reported being hit or punched by a student. 60% of teachers also reported at least one incident of parent-led bullying or harassment. It is important that teachers receive the support required throughout their career when needed, not only focusing on first-year teachers. Harassment is something that affects the majority of the population, and no one can be prepared for what a student may do verbally or physically. The statistics surrounding mental health issues in teachers, such as depression and PTSD, are increasingly alarming. More teachers are reporting mental health issues stemming from student and parent-led bullying, which is why it is important that they are provided with the best support possible to create a decline in these reported issues. We believe that the statistics surrounding mental health must be decreased, as a teacher's home life and passion for their profession should not be compromised by any means. Further in the presentation, we will break down the alarming statistics and provide more information on support. Providing appropriate support groups or counselling to teachers could be one step to providing them with the correct support to help them through a mentally straining time, and potentially lower the statistics of reported mental health issues in teachers. It may also be beneficial for schools to educate students at the beginning of the year on the appropriate etiquette towards teachers. Teachers demonstrate to students how to respect one another, and therefore educating students on how to be respectful towards teachers shouldn't be a difficult extension. It will be interesting to see what occurs after the current pandemic once parents have been homeschooling their children. Will there be a decline in teacher bullying? Parents and students may be more gratifying towards teachers after recognising how much of an impact teachers do have on student education. Overall, we as a group believe that most teachers attempt to follow the correct and appropriate measures to create a safe, controlled learning environment. Teachers enter the profession to help children and teenagers become educated, polite, and well-rounded members of the community, and most teachers have a strong connection to each and every one of their students. It is disheartening that in such a selfless career, teachers are being misunderstood and are being targeted by the students and parents who they are trying to help. There must be more awareness created around teacher bullying, like there is around student bullying, and teachers must be provided with equal amounts of support. We as a group feel strongly about the importance of proper student and parent education, and therefore we decided to see if our friends, family, and wider community on social media believe the same. Through the social media platform of Instagram, we posed the question: do you believe that Australian parents unnecessarily bully and harass teachers? Voters had the option of choosing yes, teachers tried their best for each and every one of their students, or no, teachers should expect that parents will always voice their opinions and teachers don't always know best. The poll was active for 24 hours, and in that time the results showed us that the majority of the community believe that parents do indeed unfairly harass and bully teachers, with the rest of believing that parents are entitled to voice their opinions no matter what. It was interesting to see that the majority of no voters were younger high school age individuals, parents who had children of schooling age, and those who were not higher educated. A large percentage of yes voters were made up from teachers and health professionals, such as nurses and paramedics, and were mainly people without school-aged children. We found these results very interesting, as it reiterated the points made in the article, as it showed us that professionals sided with teachers, and teenagers and parents felt they had a right to go against teachers' professional advice. We are not in a position to say that one group of voters is more correct than the other. However, as a group, we would vote for yes, that teachers are unnecessarily harassed by parents. In our careers, we believe that the success of our student is a community effort, and parents need to be a part of fostering a love of learning and assisting their children to succeed in school. We also acknowledge that teachers may not always have the correct answers, and we will welcome points of view from parents on what may work for their child. These discussions need to be professional, effective, and beneficial to the student in question. As teachers, we will acknowledge all advice given to us and can hope that parents reciprocate this respect and acknowledge when we are trying to create ways to assist their child's learning. What we are not welcome to, however, is the aggression and harassment some parents use in order to try and make their opinion more valid. After posting the poll on Instagram, we were fortunate to get a few insightful comments from a range of different individuals. Please note that the names have been omitted and spam replies from bots have also been hidden. We received 2 responses which reiterated our opinions, one from a pre-service teacher like us and one from a new graduate who also attended La Trobe University. The first comment said, "Parents are most definitely entitled to their opinions and should be encouraged to communicate with teachers, but it should always be in a respectful way." The second comment said, "I believe that parents should have an opportunity to respectfully share their point of view, but I don't think that the abuse is necessary. I have current first-year teacher friends in tears because of the stress and negative feedback from parents and students." These beliefs align with our own and emphasises that proper guidelines need to be put into place to assist all parties, parents, students, and teachers, to communicate effectively and respectfully. APSTs, or Australian Professional Standards for Teachers, provides teachers with elements of quality teaching, creating the best learning experience possible for all students. Our response constitutes that bullying is an ongoing worldwide issue impacting thousands of schools, both students and faculty. It is important that it is dealt with effectively and schools provide a comfortable, safe learning environment for all students and educators. The standards that have been provided relate to managing challenging behaviour in a safe, respectful and ethical manner. The standards also focus on maintaining a safe learning environment through the use of legislative and curriculum requirements. We believe that the following standards link in with our issue and article. APST 1, Professional Knowledge, Know Students and How They Learn. APST 4, Professional Practice, Create and maintain supportive and safe learning environments. APST 7, Professional Engagement. Engage professionally with colleagues, parents, carers and community. APST 1. Know students and how they learn. 1.1. Physical, social and intellectual development and characteristics of students. Use teaching strategies based on knowledge of learners' physical, social and intellectual development and characteristics to improve their learning. APST 1.1 focuses on the physical, social and intellectual development and characteristics of students, to which teachers incorporate teaching strategies in the classroom to differentiate student learning. Building up a strong, comfortable relationships with students is vital in creating a safe learning environment, as students are more likely to trust and respect their teacher if they have a strong enough connection. In turn, this strategy can work to the teacher's favour when presented with difficult classroom bullying situations, as the teacher has more control over the situation and the students involved. APST 4. Create and maintain supportive and safe learning environments. 4.3. Manage challenging behaviour. Manage challenging behaviour by establishing and negotiating clear expectations with the learners and address issues promptly, fairly and respectfully. 4.4. Maintain safety of learners. Ensure the well-being and safety of learners within the learning environment by implementing curriculum and legislative requirements. APST 4 focuses on the importance of maintaining a safe learning environment and controlling student behaviour. Effectively managing student behaviour should be prominent in every classroom, although in some situations, students will still continue to push all boundaries set in place in an effort to disrespect their teachers. During these difficult situations, it is important that student safety is a priority, although teacher safety should also be forefront. Professional engagement. Engage professionally with colleagues, parents, carers and community. 7.1. Meet professional ethics and responsibilities. Meet the codes of ethics and conducts established by regulatory authorities, systems, and educational settings. 7.2. Comply with legislative, administrative, and organisational requirements. Understand the implication of and comply with relevant legislative, administrative, organisational, professional requirements, policies, and processes. APST 7 focuses on professional engagement with parents, carers and community. It is important that all teachers meet every professional code of ethics and responsibilities. Although a teacher may be doing everything in their power to put a stop to bullying, a lot of time it is still occurring anyway. Effective communication with parents can help teachers gain an understanding of any home issues, such as bullying is being encouraged or controlled, and to also work together to implement plans of actions, such as ILPs, regarding students' behaviour. All standards focus on providing a high quality of learning for students and on providing safe, enjoyable learning environments for teachers as well. Both learners and educators should be treated with the same amount of respect inside and outside of the classroom.